guys, welcome to Got the Text. Today, January 3rd, our topic will be Lost and Found. And the text is found in Luke chapter 15, verse 4 and 7. Suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one of them. Doesn't he leave the 99 in the open country and go after the lost sheep until he finds it? And when he finds it, he joyfully puts it on his shoulders and goes home. Then he calls his friends and neighbors together and says, "Rejoice with me, I have found my lost sheep." I tell you that in the same way, there will be more rejoicing in heaven over one sinner who repents and over 99 righteous persons who do not need to repent. It was 7 p.m. at night when David Laval, 68, was driving home, and the headlights of an oncoming car temporarily blinded him. He hits the brakes, but he couldn't get enough traction to keep his car from plummeting off the side of the road and down 200 feet into a ravine. This car, oddly enough, landed right next to another car that had made the same plunge 10 days earlier and contained the body of an elderly man who had not survived the crash. 2 men, 1 ravine, and no one knew where they were. Lavu's family and friends all thought he was with his other family or friends. Eventually, they started checking with one another and realized he was missing. The police were able to locate where he'd been the day he got missing, but they weren't able to find him. That's when the kids that were grown took matters in their own hands. They started driving up the road from his house to Ventura County, where he liked to take shopping trips. They stopped at every ravine and hill and hollered down until finally they heard their father's faint cry of "Help! Help!" 6 days after crashing into the ravine, Lavu was rescued because his children wouldn't give up hope that he could be found. He had suffered from serious injuries and he was airlifted to the hospital, where he underwent 2 surgeries. It took 6 weeks for him to recover fully. No matter what it took, Lavu's kids were determined to find their dad. What if, after Lavu has been found, he had refused to leave because he wanted to stay with the smashed car in the ravine? What if he had told his kids that he wasn't worth the time and effort it took to find him, and that they should leave him there to die? What if he had said it was too difficult to get back up on the mountainside? What if he said he preferred being hungry, thirsty, and lost? Absurd, you say. You're right, but do you make these same excuses but allowing Jesus to rescue you from the wreckage of his sinful world? He's looking for you because you're worth saving. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. You got the text.